Hey guys, welcome back to Pixel Rich Games. In this episode of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, let's take a closer look at the combat skills and abilities of the character that single-handedly messed up the Breath of the Wild timeline, Terrako. Before we begin, let me just give you a bit of a warning. We'll be hearing a lot of the Guardian laser sound effects, so please bear with me. Alright, let's kick this off like we usually do by having a closer look at Terrako's information panel. We have two types of attack in Age of Calamity, Y for regular attacks and X for strong attacks. The arrows we see here indicate the different attacks that we can chain as combos. Before we look at them, I want to go through Terrako's unique action first. The description pretty much says it fires lasers. Holding ZR charges these laser attacks. Our enhanced ability enables us to charge up our laser another level higher. This turns our pew pew lasers into... I personally prefer to just fire either the pew pew lasers or the fully charged ones. Now we can have a look at its 7 straight regular attacks. X or strong attack makes Terrako create 2 spheres, one on each side. This slows down the rate of fire but increases area of effect. One Y straight to an X creates an explosion in front of Terrako, and then another with him in the center, before he proceeds to fire homing missile-like lasers. This combo is fast and is pretty good in breaking weak point meters. Charging our unique attack and firing anytime within the combo doesn't really add anything. Just changes the timings on the big lasers. YYX makes Terrako spin his weapons around himself. This attack plows forward through normal monsters but stops moving forward when hitting a boss. Now combining this combo with the charged unique ability results to varying effects depending on when we fire the laser. Firing before the X produces our typical front firing beam like we see here. Now firing while the spinning animation is on, meaning after the X, makes our droid fire the one-time lasers in Iron Man 2. It's a pretty nice move to clear out hordes of normal monsters. YYYX creates a bubble-like sphere in front of Terrako, and shooting pew pew lasers into it can slowly damage a boss's weak point meter. Shooting it with a charged laser pops the bubble to spread smaller ones for a wide-range AoE attack like so. Single and double charged lasers have the same effect. 4Ys to an X creates a vortex that sucks in enemies, and we can fire normal lasers or one charge lasers and get the same spread fire effect on it. Double charged lasers on the other hand fires a down to up sweep. This combo also briefly exposes a boss's weak point meter near the end of the combo. We can also dodge cancel out of this floating animation to get out of harm's way. But I do feel that canceling this takes more time than other animations. Maybe it's because we're floating, or it's just me. Like many other characters in this game, 5Ys to an X and 6Ys to an X share the same finisher. R2-D2 takes evasive maneuvers and lets out an electric explosion at the end. This move does a ton of damage to enemy weak point attack meters. This move also upgrades our pew pew lasers to level 2 lasers when R2-D2 starts zigzagging like we see here. This is another animation that we are able to dodge cancel to get ourselves out of dicey situations. Now we've reached the part of the video where I talk about the moves that aren't on R2's information panel. Like all characters, we have the ability to wall jump. There's no button in this game to make a character jump. What we need to do is dash towards the structure by pressing B, then the option to wall jump will pop up, telling us to press B again if we wanna jump. Once airborne, whether from a wall jump or an attack that launched us, we have a good number of options of what we can do next. Our first option is to simply fly away like a peaceful droid, which I use to either avoid fights when I'm in a hurry or to reposition myself in a boss fight. Next, we can do up to 3 regular attacks that makes our droid fire shotgun lasers. We can also follow up the Wise with an X or simply go straight to it, and this makes R2 do a diving attack back to the ground. Note that ZR still functions the same way while we do any of our aerial attacks, basically adding more damage. While zooming around like we have 2 types of attack available to us. Here's Eve's dash in regular attack, and here's the dash in strong attack. This doesn't cancel our zoom mode, so we can keep on doing this as much as we want. Since we weren't built with a guardian shield, we lose the ability to perform perfect guards. If you don't know what that is, check out my guide to one-handed weapon link. Links in the description. Even if we lost perfect guard, we'll still have access to Flurry Rush. This can be triggered by dodging with B right as a boss is about to hit us. Once it triggers, we just mash Y to destroy their weak point meter. Time to go check out R2's Rune Abilities. We can activate a rune by holding R, then pressing X, Y, A, or B. R plus X activates stasis that can freeze enemies in front of Terrako and makes us fire lasers. We can always dodge cancel out of this to do our combos. R plus Y activates Remote Bomb. T2D2 throws 4 bombs into the air and shoots and detonates them with a sweeping laser. We can make these bombs explode earlier with our ZR, but frankly, I don't even bother. R plus A is for Cryonis. This creates a huge cage that can even fit bosses in it. The last rune is Magnesis that can be activated with R plus B. T2 puts out a rod-like magnet that draws in enemies. We can also fire lasers while doing this. We finally reached my favorite part of the video. Terrako has 2 common weak point attack animations. Here's the first. And here's the second. Terrako does have other weak point attack animations depending on the enemy he's fighting. Like my other guides, I'm not gonna include those here to avoid spoiling them for you. Next is his special attack. So once we fully charge our stamina bar by killing monsters, we are able to perform a special attack by pressing A. Not only does the special attack deal a ton of damage, we can also use this to avoid damage from big attacks that we are about to receive when caught off guard. When a boss is about to hit us, we can simply press A, and once the animation starts, the attack that was about to hit us will be cancelled. Now let me do my best to demonstrate how offensive this small guardian can get. I would say that this champion is a type that's easy to learn and hard to master, as it demands a lot of finger dexterity for top damage.
Or do not. There is no try.
Click here to watch my full guide to the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified for more Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity content. Stay tuned for my next vid. Stay healthy, keep safe, and God bless us all.